Hey guys, we're happy that you're here for another Recovery 360 video. Today we're talking about the importance of honesty in recovery. So, welcome to this video, and it's going to be one of the most vital elements of recovery. As you already know, honesty can be very difficult. Just being honest to ourselves can be overly difficult. Recovery is a journey of transformation, and honesty is the cornerstone that supports you and us and everyone in every single step of this journey. It's not just about being truthful to others, but as I've stated, it's about being truthful to yourself. So, let's explore why honesty is so essential and how it impacts your recovery and how you really can embrace honesty fully. So, what does honesty mean as it pertains to recovery? So, honesty in recovery starts with recognizing the truth about your struggles and the truth about your choices. It's acknowledging the reality of where you've been and where you hope to go. When was the last time you were completely honest with yourself about something that was very difficult for you? So you have the worksheet in front of you. So look down at the clipboard and go ahead and follow along. I'll be asking you these questions throughout this Recovery 360 video. You can answer at the same time as the video, or you can answer them at the very end. So, honesty is overly important as it pertains to recovery because it really allows you to understand the why behind the choice, the why behind the struggle, the why. Okay. When you think about the last time, go ahead and take some notes. When is the last time that there was a very difficult situation and you were forced into being honest? And when I say forced, I mean because you've decided that that's what you wanted to do. So think about that as we move forward. And how did it feel to confront that truth? Was that difficult for you? Honesty also involves admitting to yourself that you need help. And that can be a huge issue, right? We want to fix it ourselves. We don't want to have to depend on someone else. Maybe people have failed us in the past. Maybe those were really pivotal people, maybe parents, maybe siblings. Maybe you feel as though the law has let you down. Once trust is broken, it's very, very hard to allow yourself to trust, and honesty and trust go really very closely hand in hand together. Many people in recovery resist this step, clinging to the belief that maybe they can change everything on their own if they just try harder the next time, right? Maybe if they just don't go to this place or hang out with this person. Maybe if they are good enough, try hard enough, all the things that maybe we didn't try the last go round. But asking for help is brave, and it's a powerful act of honesty because we have to admit that there's something we're struggling with that's beyond our control. Can you recall a time when admitting that you needed help brought relief or support? So that's another question that I want you to kind of think about. So honesty lays the groundwork for trust, both with yourself and trusting others. Without trust, it's difficult to form meaningful relationships or to grow emotionally. And in recovery, trust is often something that needs to be rebuilt. If you've ever been dishonest, you know how it can erode trust with other people, maybe family members or friends of your own relationships. Have you ever experienced a moment when someone's honesty helped to rebuild your trust in them? So maybe there was a situation that you encountered and it caused you to lose trust, but then a period of time, maybe actions, maybe apologies, maybe just putting your money where your mouth is, right? This individual was able to be honest and supportive, and maybe you were able to regain trust, either them with you or you with them. Okay, so being honest also helps to uncover emotions and triggers that fuel addictive behaviors. It's tempting to hide those feelings, but facing them head on is the only way that we can truly deal with them, learn how to live through them, and heal. Think of a time when being honest about your feelings led to a breakthrough or helped you to take the next step forward. Like maybe coming in and talking to your counselor here or therapist that you've had in the past, and how when you finally allowed yourself to be honest about the reason maybe why you chose to use a substance in the beginning, maybe you can see that it was something from childhood. It was something maybe that you really honestly think that you started using because of losing trust in a person, and you were attempting to mask those feelings and not really have to figure out how to deal with them, especially when someone betrays our trust at a very young age. This is very, very difficult. But showing up, putting in the work, and trying and being honest with yourself and your counselor can really help you to make some good, life changing, impactful behavior changes to lead you down and to continue you on the path of recovery that you are on right now. So let's think about how honesty builds relationships. When you're honest, you show others your authentic self. This authenticity fosters deeper connections. You're being real with a person. You're allowing yourself to be open and vulnerable, which can provide the support and encouragement that you need in the recovery process. We all need relationship. Relationships built on honesty are resilient because they are rooted in truth and not pretense. Consider this. How has your honesty or lack of honesty impacted relationships with loved ones? Reflect on a moment when being truthful strengthened a connection with someone in your life. So let's talk about overcoming the fear of honesty. For many, the thought of being completely honest with someone, allowing someone into your mind, allowing someone into your life, allowing a relationship to be built or rebuilt when the trust is broken, can be extremely intimidating. You may think to yourself, well, what if other people judge you? What if I allow someone to see the real me and they don't like it and that costs me maybe a relationship? What if the real me, the honest, open, true me, is not what they want? Where does that leave me? What if they don't understand? They don't understand me. These are normal fears, but they often diminish once you actually take the step, that very first step. And when you share truth, you open the door to understanding and compassion. And at the heart of humans, right, at the heart of humanity, that's what we need. We need acceptance, we need love and compassion in relationship. And we can't have those things, truly have those things, without open communication and being honest. Can you think of a time when you were scared to be honest, but felt relief or acceptance afterward? How did that moment shape your perspective on honesty? Have you recently had an experience maybe where you chose to be honest when you could have been dishonest, but you actually can see the benefit of that honest, open communication now? So let's talk about practical ways to practice honesty, because when we're used to having to put on a mask of sorts, when we're used to having to give answers that we think people want to hear and not the open, true, vulnerable honesty, then we can struggle in these areas. So there are some practical ways to practice honesty. So one, I want you to start with yourself, right? Look at a mirror, whatever. We have to be honest with ourselves and learn how to be honest with ourselves before we can ever expect ourselves to be able to be transparent to someone else. So begin by journaling, not really in this moment, just in general. Begin by journaling your thoughts and your feelings about honesty, just the concept of honesty. What does that mean to you? How does that feel when you hear the word? What do you think? What comes to mind? No one else will see this, okay? This is just for you. And again, you don't have to do this journaling here. This can be something that you do outside of here. But the next step is going to be mindful in conversations. So pause before answering if someone asks you a question, even if it's a yes or no question. Pause first and ask yourself if what you're getting ready to say is the actual truth, not what they want to hear, not what's going to protect your image in their eyes, but what is the truth? Is the response you're about to give honest? And then next, as far as the practical ways to practice honesty, own your mistakes. And this is overly difficult for everyone. Take responsibility for your actions. It's a powerful act of honesty. Yes, I admit that I did blank. Yes, I can see that because I said blank, right? So, little steps, but begin to put these practical ways to practice honesty in place in your life, and just sit back and watch how, yeah, maybe people won't enjoy the truth. They say the truth hurts, but over time, you will be able to gain more respect for yourself, knowing that you're honestly and diligently seeking change in every area of your life to make sure that you become the best version of you that you want to be and the best version of you that you are trying to be. So, the rewards of honesty in recovery. Let's talk about that. Honesty leads to freedom. When you stop hiding, you no longer are carrying the weight of deceit and the heavy weight of shame. This freedom allows you to focus on growth and healing that you need to keep you on the road to recovery. Additionally, honesty enables you to truly celebrate your progress because you know it's based on genuine effort. Recovery is a journey that thrives on truth, and as you continue forward, ask yourself, how can I embrace honesty in my recovery journey today? Remember that each step of honesty brings you closer to a life of freedom, the life that you want, connection, and resilience. All right, so I have a few quotes that I want to share with you about honesty and how they pertain to your recovery journey. Okay, so the first quote says, honesty and transparency make you vulnerable. Be honest and transparent anyway. That is a Mother Teresa quote. Then I have several that are either unknown or anonymous. I just thought that they were relatable to the topic. So one says, recovery is not just about stopping the addictive behavior, it's about honesty, courage, and hard work to face life head on without numbing the pain. The next one is, honesty is the first chapter book of wisdom, which I kind of really like that one. The next one says, recovery begins with a recognition of truth and the willingness to embrace it, no matter how hard it may be. And then we have another one that says, to recover, we must be honest about what broke us, what hurt us, and what we need to heal. And just kind of a spin-off from that quote, we may not know the answers to all of the things, right? What broke us, what hurt us, and or what we need to recover or to heal. But I really, really like that quote, and I think that's very helpful in the recovery process. And then the last one says, addiction is the disease of secrets, and honesty is the antidote. And I think that one is super, super powerful. So you have lived through another Recovery 360 video. Remember, each small step of honesty brings you closer to that life of freedom. Thank you for watching another Recovery 360 video. You can go ahead and close the computer and just sit and hang out, and your counselor will be with you in just a few moments. Again, we're so thankful that you chose us to be a part of your recovery journey.